All right. Grand Rising, everyone. Welcome back to the platform. Mm. So we in Revelations 12. I was in it last night, looking through it, looking at something, whatever. And it keeps on coming up. So I'm like, what is going on? Okay. But I'm looking at the star here. The star card, like it's almost like you know how the star card, the regular one has the biggest star in the middle, and then there's stars around it. This could be representing the biggest star that was over the head of the star card woman. Maybe this person thought that they was going to rise up or take a human form and be the brightest star or something. But this is in reverse. Because I feel like they was going to throw this woman out the tower. I heard slipped. Somebody slipped, but I don't know if that's true. But something, the star could be in reverse because they couldn't cause a tower for this other woman. It's definitely about a woman. So it's all about the woman with the dragon, the woman, all this stuff. So we just gonna 12 and 12 is really short. So we're just gonna read through it because we got Christ coming in the clouds with the sword here. And somebody could have been building something with somebody else, but that's in reverse. And so these people got together and try to figure out something else. So let's see what the what the plans could be. Like these are people that deal with like their whole life with gangs and secret society, and some of us had to walk by ourselves. These things could have been around us, backing us, on top of us, on our feet, whatever like this. Or for me, I feel like, but I've never been introduced or brought into rightfully into any kind of organization. It just ain't, you know, because I feel like it's not that people don't want help. No, I don't want help that come with certain consequences or strings attached when it's your job. You see what I'm saying? It's like a bunch of forces that was supposed to be working for a very prominent energy. And they thought like how they always do something, they will be able to get away with it. Mm-hmm. There is somebody that's trying to, I don't know, be out of the limelight and do something. And I don't know. This is like somebody like, well, you don't want to be with me? Okay. Well, I'm gonna recreate you. That one is gonna be with me, and you're gonna suffer, or you're not gonna get anything of yours. Um, or these people wanted to leave for 20 something years, 25 years or something, do whatever they want, and then come back and try to mend something. Because somebody did backstab somebody, a sister or a close friend or a mother or somebody, they did. Out of jealousy. I don't know why I'm seeing that scene from Crooklyn when like that lady was so in love with her little puppy or whatever, but the little girl, the way she treated the puppy was mean to the girl. It's like when she opened up that Junie or Janie or whatever the dog's name was, when they opened up that pull out couch and the dog popped out. Okay, did okay, and she's like, oh Junie, or whatever the dog's name is. Um, yeah. Now this could be like teacher's pet or an auntie or something, or somebody always show favoritism to another sibling, like what I'm saying. It's something like this, and they try to give like it's clearly that the person is not human or is not like this other person or something. It's a pet, or it's somebody that somebody could use or run around like a pet or something, was pleasing to them, like owners of dogs. It's all about them or the dog, but it's really about them. When especially when people buy all that ridiculous stuff. But I mean, this could be even somebody taking care of a man that's a dog. I don't know. It's something weird. Okay, so let's just see. Again, somebody could be took some treasure from you and hide it. I was watching something where this girl was having an alpha pup. Okay, this is allegedly mythical. But the guy she was with did not like her. All these things. Come to find out, she was the alpha or the leader of the red something pack, the most powerful person, or something like this. And so the guy was like dealing with another girl, and he let that girl abuse her. Um, she went to the doctor and found out that she was pregnant, and she was coming back to tell him, and he was with his mistress, and he's like, what do you want, or whatever. And she's like, you're gonna just take somebody else and do all this. And then the girl threw something at the girl's stomach and hit her in the stomach, and it made her bleed, like it made her, almost miscarry or whatever. And the guy just rolled off with this girl like nothing. So I think she was pregnant too, like a little bit further along than the girl. All right, but this girl was having like 100% wolf animal dog or baby. Okay, and somebody's like, "Oh, don't say nothing," because they're trying to get you to be quiet about something. Because somebody think they slick or something like this. Okay, they're planning on. So okay, let me finish the story. So she ended up, getting abused by him and the girl off by herself. She kind of, kept it to a secret, like this was a special baby or whatever. And then I think she came back. The man was like, I'm leaving you. I'm being with her or whatever. I'm going to move in and be with her, or whatever, like this, or whatever this energy. And so something changed. Like he tried to like front her off with his mom. And she's like, oh, you're just an ordinary or something like this. And then she's like, nobody can. They were like, oh, a human cannot deny a alpha male or something. And she said something to him, and she's like, I deny you or whatever. And he started getting sick, and she was like, oh, you're a werewolf or whatever. So I don't know, like, I don't know whose situation this is, but somebody feels like they got the foreknowing of something. I don't know which way it's going to go, because the way that you or I have to fight is totally different. People are looking at it like a betrayal, but the whole thing that they got going on around you and with they selves is the betrayal. Ugh. Like somebody wants you to be a part of, to co-sign on your betrayal, as if a whole bunch of people went into some organization, and then y'all was competing knowingly with each other, and then you lost, and somebody's like, oh, you're just a loser, you're trying to ruin everything because you're a loser, but you don't even associate with these people. So in the end, it's like they're doing something totally separate than you, against you, but it's supposed to be for you, and they want you to co-sign on that shit. And it's like, what? Like on everything they had to do to get you to a point. But if you in charge, why wouldn't you listen to what I said to do? Because I swear somebody want to be like, we should have did it my way. And it's like, no, your way is the old way or something. This is a whole different category. You used to dealing with high priestess. You're not used to dealing with an empress. An empress can't even shrink herself down. You may think she's doing that if you wanted to, because these people are so secretive and they do everything behind your back or something. They're not doing it in front of your face, so they can say, oh, the empress ain't that big or something. It's just a weird way that these people operate. Okay. So I don't know. It's like somebody wanted the immunity. They even took immunity away from the queen and gave it to all the people in the court, or Courtney or Rachel or whatever this is. Um, so that they can pile everything on the actual king or queen by never letting that person be seen in a prominent position with finances to back it or connections. It's like your family stole your crown, or a different family or a different organization, and they were using it, and they want you to co-sign on everything, but they never reviewed anything with you over 30 years. Nobody ever asked you how you feel about nothing. How would you go about it or anything? So it's like, no, this ain't no like, oh, you could just you know, I don't know. It's hard to explain. So let's just see. So somebody could have. The point is, the girl ended up healing herself. If she would, the girlfriend hit her in the stomach with something, made her bleed really badly. She woke up hours later on the pavement. She went to the doctor. They said, "Oh, because you could heal yourself. You was able to heal yourself or something like this." And she's like, "Oh, I didn't even know. I thought it was just an ordinary person or whatever." So the mom, she came back to get her stuff. She met another person or whatever, came back and get her stuff. And then the mom was like, oh, and plus take off that jewelry and all this stuff and everything like this that this person gave you. So this could be somebody trying to strip you of. They acting like they gave you sight, or they gave you a way to see things, or they gave you clarity, or they gave you, you know, eyesight that's out of this world, or they gave you something, upgraded your intuition. Somebody trying to strip somebody of these things, but whatever you are, the person did not make you. Now, again, a lot of these people are hiding versions of you that are more stronger, or taking things out of me, because they just don't want it to be this me that said that I was going to be okay, right? Even no matter how I come in as I am. They don't want that to be the case. You need to have all these degrees and you need to have all this stuff. You got to be a part of this organization. And that is the total opposite. Okay. Um, yeah, it's the total opposite. And a lot of these people don't have that either. They just bought that. Okay. These degrees and shit like this. Okay. So, yeah, so the girl heals herself. Then now he begging her, just get back with me or something like this. And she's like, no, or whatever. And then they go to some function and she's able to show her powers. Okay. Um, mm, because whatever baby he was gonna be having with this mistress that he was so gung-ho on being with, it was not the same. This was just a week old pup or a mixed a mutt or something. It wasn't like a purebred. Um, even though the girl was like, oh, werewolves don't have to, the girl that he was dating was a werewolf too. And then like we don't have to listen to what regular people say or whatever like this or whatever. But I'm guessing that she's not really regular people. Okay. Mm, hmm. Wow. So somebody's hiding everything that they're doing so that you can't reject them, or somebody's hiding who this person is so you can't say, Andre Thomas, I rebuke you, or Andre Thomas, renounce you as my king, or they don't want you to know who is actually doing this. It's like a show or a performance these people putting on. Okay, they don't want you to know who actually is trying to bind themselves to them or you or whatever this is. Okay, so somebody could also be trying to regenerate a version of you or me that could have been created. Say they killed a younger me in Texas, and then, they made a new one. Somebody's trying to regenerate something that was birthed in the state, meaning I was not born in Texas, but they're trying to regenerate something without the origins of my origins. Do you get what I'm saying? For the credit going to God. They want the credit, and this is the truth. Okay. But this is false judgment. They're not going to be able to do this. Somebody knows what they're doing or something like this with the underworld. We're looking for the Empress because the Empress is in 12. Let's see. So we're going to use the card alongside with the read in the Bible. Yeah, these foreigners are about to be, or these people that don't have nothing to do with this, but they've been able to sit in this power. These are not royals, but they've been royal court with immunity to do wrongful things against their queen or the coming queen or the coming Christ. They've been doing unjust things. They're getting a tower. It's not going to work. Somebody's happy, though. Maybe they had to work alongside with these people and tired of these people. Like, I can't wait until, finances is being blocked. Because that's why I say anything with my DNA need the title, the masters and shit need to get right back in my damn account. Anything. Because that's why I said these people thought that they could just go around and create something in your likeness and then use that as full power or something. It's like, no. I'm gonna need all that shit back under a Rasta. This is like snatching back something but that shit belong here forever. Okay. Something like this, yeah, because they don't get no part of this because they stole or drained this energy. They didn't work with you and really care about you and really embrace me or whatever like this and generate this energy. So we got the Chariot here in the upright. Somebody could be trying to do the right thing or they are, and something is backfiring on these fake friends and these fake investors or these fake um, uh, elders or these fake helpers or workers or servants or priest or whatever this is. It's time for them to go. All right. And so somebody could be in a two of cups. Okay. Mm. Yeah, because you wasn't able to get anything in. So this could have stopped a lover situation because someone like, I can't do nothing. I really want that person. But it's like this person is in prison. What am I going to do with that? They haven't been able to figure out how to get their stuff out of this. But I feel like this is wrong because somebody was supposed to come in and get you out of it, not sit there and watch you drown or sit there and watch you burn. You're not expecting a fire department to come there and sit there and know that there's 10 people in the building and sit there and let them burn and just say, well, we're just going to sit here until the whole thing burn down and then we're just going to go clean up the mess. You would think that that's what you're a firefighter, to go in there and get the people out. You see what I'm saying? You know, the ambulance ain't being called. I fall and I can't get up. The ambulance didn't come there to sit there at the front door and say, no, you come on, you was walking yesterday. You was walking yesterday. Get up and walk to the front door. You can't be that paralyzed. You know, get up. You know, there's a misunderstanding that these people have made, that they're the higher power, and that's just the bottom line. This is treason. You was working with the whole family or something. They're trying to act like the brother or a sister or something is the actual energy here or the god or something, and it's just not. It's like your mother always like your brother or your sister better than you or whatever, but it's really because you are the one. And if you were in your proper place, none of this shit would have been going on, and these people would have been stopped a long time ago. So that's just that. We're gonna because remember we got to take out the high priestess too. We're just looking for our Empress card. So it's like it depends on what you do now. These are people that can't talk to you or they can't talk to me. And they're like, it depends on what you do as to which way, or somebody's like, oh, I knew you would turn into a snake. I never knew you. I never knew you were behind me helping me. I never knew you were guiding me. I never knew any of that. So this is somebody that didn't show you what they was doing for you. So you and other people could have seen this person so-called doing this for you. So you can look not grateful or gracious about it. Okay. Yeah. But I'm guessing the Empress is in a holy matrimony or something already anyway. And whoever this is that think they're gonna sneak off or something, whether they've been cut off from you. This could be your person been dead for 20 years, but your family created a clone, their family, community, whatever associations they have, government, something like this, created something in the like a stalemate or a zombie version of this mail to not make you freak out and start digging for information. Now you 30 years behind looking for information on how to fix something. And either your person been consumed and brainwashed, these people, they already dead, or this family just runs everything because this person don't know how to stand up for themselves and you or whatever. This would be the reason to separate some people for a long time. So this group is concerned now, okay? This group is concerned that they're about to get caught up. Thousands. It could be a million-man march of dimes, million people together doing whatever this is. But somebody's not getting away with what they try to do. This was the Empress at the time. This was a maybe a Vatican or a holy matrimony. And this person they're not getting away with this. It was a bad idea to do the shit in the first place. Again, and then we got the sun in reverse. Somebody could be not denying, if this is a son of God or a son of a higher power, somebody is denying this person as the son now. Because the Queen of Swords is speaking the truth and ain't playing with these people. And the Queen of Swords ain't dead. All right. So somebody could have thought that they killed somebody or something like this. Okay. And they just don't understand how God works because they think that they God. Okay. So let's go ahead and look at this real quick. Okay. They think that they can say, hey, excuse me, we're giving you this opportunity. Don't give me shit that I don't know you. I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? The only thing you could do, the only thing that I allow people to do for me, maybe if I'm like in line or something and I need to go outside to my car because I didn't bring enough money in and I got 10 cent or something like this. I might take a penny out the tray, or somebody be like, oh, don't worry about it. Here go a nickel or whatever. Here go the 25 cent. You don't have to come back, do all that. And then I'm like, oh, thank you. Or something like this. And that's just like a nice thing to do. And I noticed today a lot, people was like, oh my goodness, you look so nice. I don't know why people trying to be nice to me here all of a sudden. I don't know why. Okay. I don't know why. But I be paying attention to everything. There's a lot of people being really nice. But let's go into this, okay? Yeah, we got Hierophant in the upright is an unjust. So again, say that the Vatican, though I'm brown skinned 20 years ago, 25 years ago during this marriage, and my person is not even a royal, but they're royal. They could be associated with the royals because I got it in my DNA or in my bloodline. And then these people raised this person up above me and was only dealing with this person. And somebody saying this, whatever this person did was in the upright. This could also be this Kanika energy or this ICU energy. Somebody they try to bring up into this Hierophant energy. I don't know. This look like a W. Somebody's last name could be Washington or White, Watson. Anyways, so this person as the Hierophant, no. They're trying to find out where the dead body is or something here. Like my original form or the form that God, that the aliens or something, higher something is here looking for the vassal. And now that somebody's seen that these people played this fucking much, something is getting intense. Where is we want that fuck, and now somebody might not can't even find it. It could be in the ocean, it could be somewhere. Somebody said, oh, I found you. No, you didn't. Something is still out there. Something is still out there. It still got to get found. It like I don't know what to tell you. Okay, somebody keep lying because it's something that they're presenting you with something that they already made into a slave for them, so that they could go on and be the great power or something. So weird. That's not me. I'm more me than whatever you might be even looking for. Because these is people that saying we did this to the Empress. That can't be the God's child. And you never did nothing to it. Or me. Or whatever this is. Or something is still out there. Okay? Because I'm telling you, if somebody cannot have you or me, whatever that means to these individuals or these entities, what they're going to do is this is like, if I can't have you, the gifts that will be coming to me as being a real son of God or the only, what these people been doing and giving these bitches new bodies and shit like this, you had an agenda. You didn't just do this for no reason and then try to keep it away from the Empress or the most high energy and then like nah. Now somebody don't got enough to put together to get you regenerated or me. So that I could be in my original form that I'm supposed to be in right now. Because these could be avatars and decoys. Somebody going to keep it for themselves. And either a male wants to be in that and drive that vehicle, or they want to be with that person. And they don't want you saying no. This is like a rape and pillager. Like somebody don't want you to be able to say no. When all you got to do is respect. What the fuck did you do that you that worried that you got to do it like that? Because that's just like somebody saying, no, you can't have your destiny. You can't have your existence. You can't have your essence. You can't be you. I'm about to be you. Or I'm going to let this person be you because you don't want to kiss my ass even though I'm not the real power. Like, it's something crazy like this. Or this is a man that want to be like 50 or whatever and start all over with a young girl that's like 25 or 22. Yeah, again, this person can't get away with this. They didn't give me nothing or something like this. This is like somebody that did a divorce. Shit, they could have did a divorce 20 years ago, the family or a person to somebody. And you was playing with them little motherfuckers over there, getting them and starting you a gang and shit to come against me. You wasn't fucking playing with me because I didn't know nobody was doing this until we picking it up in the readings. If this is my case or maybe this is somebody else's. Somebody what they're used to for 25 years, they was able to give people from my tree of life or something like this, and all these people licking on their nuts and shit every night. You're like, oh yeah, please, I do whatever you say. This could be somebody that needed to feed their ego with this secret group because they couldn't have you doing it, because what the fuck is you doing? I'm an empress status. I know I haven't been getting what I deserve throughout my life, but I'm not hurting people because of it. I'm trying to figure it out on my own if that's what I have to do. You understand? So, you know, but I didn't sit there every time it kept, but I could do so much better than, and maybe if I get pissed off, oh motherfucker, this ain't even good. And this is not, oh, you stopping doing that? Oh, this ain't even, yeah, you're gonna have to move out the way, or don't shit. I'm about to go find or whatever this is, but it's not all the time. That was the cards that I was dealt or given. And I just had to work it out. Working it out with what you got while you in this existence and you don't see nothing else is doing what the fuck you gotta do. Like anybody else. It's not settling. I don't look at it that way. And I don't know why people think you need to, because somebody could be like, that's all an illusion, and they blaspheming something, and they about to get a tower. Probably like that somebody was feeding your stuff into the underworld or something like this, or finances. Hold on. Or my stuff, whatever this is. This is my channel, so however you want to look at it. And and what, no, on top of that, they did something like electrocuted me in my sleep or something, or gave me something, a vaccine or something that has me somewhat, it's not disabled, but I'm not walking right no more. Something is wrong with my arm and my leg on the left side. They're gonna probably try to say I was hearing something like a silent stroke. But no, this is some kind of punishment because somebody thinks that, oh, if I can't have you, then I'm gonna make you like this, slower, more tired, more in pain. This could be also some women in the family could have went through this and got like cursed with like multiple sclerosis or something that will make them in pain and make them, get stuck on drugs. Like this could be through your doctor, but make them have to be on something where they can be on Oxycontin, like, or something that will have them doped up a little bit so that this energy or this entity could attach. Okay. I had two aunts. One had MS and she was kind of slightly, she had to smoke weed all the time. And then I had another aunt that had, I don't know what she had, like MS or something like this, but it was very severe. Like she couldn't walk, she couldn't move her neck, she couldn't do these things. And I was hearing that some of these things we think is like, oh, your mama had, oh, you gonna have it, or your auntie or your uncle or something, that's why he asks these things. But it's really just spell work. It's really them taking out your cartridge and giving you a dirty cartridge, basically making you something that you're not. So somebody also thought, oh, I'm gonna leave you like this. So again, if you don't like to clean up already, so I don't really fuck with nothing in my house because I don't like to clean up no more. I feel like I got used for the past, to a certain extent. I got taken advantage of. We'll say that, with this family shit. Okay, um, we're not talking about Aisha Curry. We're not talking about none of that shit over here. We talking about something. We talking about American citizens being put under some type of scrutiny, or some type of just regular people that don't have a million people following them. I can understand why you would have to do this to a Kanye West or something like this, even though I don't understand why, but I could see why you would feel like you could do that to them because you giving them a floor to play. But I'm not famous. I don't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? So that lets you know that even though this motherfucker might have more money and be in that position, they saying that that's powerful, motherfucker, to be this motherfucker here, a regular citizen that been sitting in the house barely with any friends, just raising their children, and these motherfuckers got to bring that type of warfare to my door. I would like to beg to differ. Mhm. As to who is the power. There could be a lot of people that had a lot of associates and a lot of friends growing up, and these are the same people that's stabbing them in their back right now. And you could have kept a small circle, and the small circle is the ones with all 10 of them. The 10 people you knew the closest throughout your whole entire life is the ones sticking the damn knife in your back. Because God is showing somebody, and yours might be, you might not be suffering that much, but the other person could be, or being bent up, or being a harlot. Okay, I'll take your deal or your deal or your deal. And that's not what God said. God told this person to come towards his empress. However it works, to use all your scientific researches to see how to restore this empress or something like this and be in communicate. Not with all them fucking people. So, whoever this is, all right? Somebody just scared. So, you know, um, something like this. There's also a female. Somebody then went. There's a small little group of girls now. They communicate. They connected heavily with this male. Then that's how they know who I am. But these people then went and did something. They didn't did something to a male and his son. Might not be because it might be because this person is not the real emperor. Because there's a lot of women that's like, oh, I like this, I like that, or something. I'm like, what is going on here? You know, because I feel like I don't say that there's no gender in tarot because there is. That's why we got an emperor and an empress and a king and a queen of this and that. But I will say is that something is a frequency here. We're gonna have to start looking at the frequency to see what a man is. You're not gonna be able to say what a man is because get a beard and shit like this. Of course, because people are changing their sex too. Just because you want to be something, you don't mean that you are. It's like somebody's never satisfied. It's like you want to be identified as a woman, even though you got a beard and everything, and you actually was born as a male. Okay, and then you want to have this, and do you want to share the bathroom, and do you want something is somebody is not stopping. Now you want to take over you want to kill women and take over their bodies because that's not good enough. Because you got the sex change and everything, it just ain't working out right. No, no, no. I need to keep on going. I need something. Oh, now you want to be a whole bitch. You want to date a woman, not like her, learn her ways, stick with her for 10, 20, 30 years, and then jump in her body that God is going to gift her to go into the future with, a future paradigm. Like, what? Nah, you can't be. Then that's why you got to stop some of this shit where it's at. You don't like the bitch. You don't want her to have her womb. You want to give her womb to somebody else so that they can produce children because that person make you happy. That's what the gay rights bill is about. Some corrupt people trying to make. That's why I heard some the song said, "Why can't you just? I wish you was gay." But then I was I was thinking about this lady named Gay that used to date my cousin Darnell. Okay, she used to live in Evanston. All right. So she was from a good, or she had her family have money or something, something. Okay. But I was thinking more. She reminded me of that Stanton girl, Angela Stanton or whatever. Okay. She reminded me of her, but Gay had a lot of marking on her face. Like maybe she had like, whatever that thing is, that you could get it from touching people, like, or eating something when people don't clean their hands from their feces, hepatitis or something. I don't know. She just had all these dark spots all over her body, all over her face or something. Okay. But what was I saying? So, but I was thinking gay also means happy. Somebody thinks that you're not happy. Okay. You could be on this planet living several lifetimes, and what you was only waiting for this lifetime, you couldn't even have that. Like people played in your face all this time, played in my face. And I've been waiting, I subconsciously or some kind of awareness. I was waiting for, it's kind of like waiting for it, but not being obsessed with it, not putting that as the priority. But there is something where a relationship or something like this. But I feel like the male tried to play this shit. Like coming back, God gave this opportunity for this. The man could have been secretly in deep in his heart wanting this, but then decide to show off in front of all these people and try to, play on you or something like this. Okay. And now he didn't ruin it because God done been working separate on the Empress and she knows she ain't got to put up with that. You get what I'm saying? No shit like that. After being purified and cleansed or something. And so somebody tried to hold back your transformation where you would be popping out, not looking like your body would be banging different like this. You're not. Somebody trying to keep me stuck in the fat suit that I'm in or something like this when I was never supposed to be carrying around this weight, right? Also to make make it hard for me to clean up. Like, I mean, this is like me not being even that old, or is this shit is like happening overnight? Somebody trying to make you old or something, or make it like you sent all that death out there, it's coming back to you, and so they're trying to force. But you were sending death to the right people that's supposed to be dying for real because of what they did. and they trying to, but this group or this organization is trying to circle around you and throw little things at you to make it seem like you're the one deteriorating or something like this. So they could be physically putting shit in your food and your drinks and stuff like this to make you start being frail looking or hunched over or like now. Okay, somebody could have been complaining like, "Oh, you so nasty, your house is nasty," but now on top of that, you're gonna be hard finding it hard to walk or to use your hands to grasp and pick up things and clean up. So now your house going to be probably even more messy because it hurts for you to bend over or pick up this or move this way or move that way. Somebody think they slick, and you're gonna regret this, and your ass gonna end up dying. And it's almost like taking all of this out. It don't belong to me anyway. Or this is somebody to try to rejuvenate a grandmother or something like this. And they need to put all the filthy stuff or the stuff, the weight that the bag lady, this give me bag lady, you gonna miss your bus. Carrying all them bags like that. This could be a Badu spell. Okay. These could originate from these people. I'm about to say Orisha. This could originate from these people's children that knew that they taught these things to. Okay. Excuse me, that are doing them to the innocent ones or the anointed or the ordained ones or one. So let's just break it down like this. Because Erica Badu, we just said Badu. She remind me a lot of my cousin Niecy. So does Rihanna. Um, say at 13 they made this pact and they decided that I was not going to be who God said I'm about to be in the future. These people were making sure that they placed themselves in positions, power, fame, island, low key, chill, just fucking and having fun and low key something in the UK in case that spot opens up. Somebody was scattering something here. They wasn't scattering the people, they were scattering themselves in a sense. And they keep saying that you're the inspiration. And I don't think that that's true. For whatever they're building that I built already, but you stole it out the Akashic records. And because these are low vibrating people, they're going to do low vibrating things. God could gave us the perfect plan to heal the world in the future. But since in the perfect person to sit right there on that spot, cleft in that spot, even in emperor energy to do it. Okay, male or female. And these people, they're just saying, see, she said male or female. Let's go find somebody. We're talking about me. That's it only. I don't know what these people is doing. Okay, but I'm not the author of confusion, so don't play with me. All right. So they're using my words. They know it's powerful. They've seen it move stuff. But what they're putting there is the dead end. It's the dead plug. It's the dead something. I don't know. You're weird. This ain't like Ricardo that showed you a year straight. He moved right next to you, show you there ain't no women at his house. He doing everything to show you that he the one and da 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 da. And you can actually see that this person is doing it. You start saying, I guess maybe this person. Let me give it this person. This is somebody that just want to hover up like I'm God. Listen to me, and I know that that's fucking not true. And so it's just annoying at this point. It's like a competition between two, like Money Pit, the movie Money Pit, or like one of those other movies where two people is fighting over something to the whole thing crash down. They both gonna be standing there looking stupid. It's but you're not doing anything. You're just trying to combat or heal yourself from the attacks. So this is just somebody that's just attacking somebody at the end of the day. And it's like, what the hell? I don't even got my full armor on because y'all stole it. What is you doing? So this is somebody that only also wanted to leave you because leaving you alone and not connecting with you, this ain't bothering you. And this is bothering this person. So they sneaking back in and give you something, might try to give you an HIV shot or they're trying to do something like this. Okay. And then it's not funny. Laugh now, cry later. Okay. That could be this Charlotte, and that could be the mother of this person. Okay. of this ICU person, not the mother, but it could be one of her clones. So this is crazy. I'm not going to deal with this. I'm rejecting everything from the old king. It just, this is one of them times when I feel like everything has to be taken down. They already try to strip me or you or the original person. It's just like, no, mm-mm. I don't know. I think it's time. Yeah, they're trying to say that these could be family members that either they created splices of, they use my DNA and created splices of them off of me. Imagine this is your family member, the people that you grew up around and you thought they was your family members and community members. These are people that you hadn't slept with, you'd never thought about it, looked at them that way or nothing. These could be the people that have these splices. They have their own private underground battles and wars and stuff. But like somebody tried to put this person in this Hierophant suit, or they killed this man and this child. This man could have been waiting for me somewhere, hoping I understand something and come and just be with him. He already got the baby or something like this, and he want me to come and join him and the baby. He know I'll be mad as hell because I need to see my baby. I need to feel my baby from the time of when I care about my baby. I want to see the baby from the time is this little in my womb. I want to have every single be around part for every fucking breath. And so somebody know that this might not work for me. If somebody said, did somebody said, just appreciate it. I knew what was gonna happen and I did it like this. And it's just I'm still not gonna let it live down. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna let it live down, Cause what was you doing? That why it had you shifty or wait so long or something like this? Somebody know I'll be livid. I'll be livid. This is another reason why I kept my children home. I also didn't want my children in daycare. I wanted to be there for every single little thing, no matter how much they got on my fucking nerves. I want to be there for everything. I'm very, very, very some kind of way. Okay. They don't like mothers like me. Now they might mothers like me, they would connect you to galactics, but I heard snitches get stitches, Lilo and Stitches. I didn't snitch on nobody because I could not see any of this that was going on the whole time it was going on. Because if I saw the way I look at it today, if when God started waking me up or shaking me up, if I seen it the way I seen it this day at 12 years old, this we wouldn't even be here today because this shit would have been already taken down. I'd have walked through this bitch like the Empress and knocked all this shit down. Do you see what I'm saying? So, but see, when somebody say, "Well, wouldn't it be that your eyes was open because you ate the?" No, because this is a false narrative that somebody was building to what alongside what God was doing. Hmm. These people could have unalive, kept this man and this child and unalive them. They could be letting somebody get away with this crime so that they could put this person in. So also Presley family is here as well. Judgment. Because somebody could be saying, is this a Presley? No, this is a Russell. This is a Russell. Now this could be so that this person could sit in the spot. This could be the reason why they did something to, if they gave my child some shots and that's why she got when we talk about that storm and the children had to go across the street, the point we talked about is because the baby, after I got my child home, she was really sick. Almost, I thought she was about to die. She was still a baby. I thought she was about to die. And then I was just for a second, I'm like, damn, it's freezing or whatever. And our house didn't have no electricity, but our neighbors across the street had electricity. That's how it used to happen sometimes in that neighborhood. Like our side would get our lights off, but their side would not get the lights off. Okay. Across the street. And what the hell is going on? Oh, I thought she was singing. She ain't the kind of person that sings. Hold the fuck on. guess she is. The hell wrong? This child don't do that much exciting stuff. You know, she like a what do you call it? Daria? Is that the name girl? The girl with the glasses on MTV? Um, Daria, like emo, but not like a little bit. I'm thinking I'm hearing some singing. Like, what the fuck is going on? Mm. So that's why I'm saying I'm aware now. It's just there's something somebody's afraid of how aware I could be by what you done already removed and put in these other women that you think you got had 10 women. You had one empress that had all that shit in there. You think you could steal from the empress or steal from God or the most high and break it up and put it in all these other people? We got a problem. That shit got a barcode on it. Mm-mm. Somebody could even like all of the stars or all the masculine energies that was at first like, damn, I hope I'm gonna get the empress. This don't even got to be like I'm about to be walking on the stage with them and in a relationship. This is about another kind of bond. Some of these bonds are hidden. You know, you would be the person that would be behind the scene, like they fuck with you like that, but you're never gonna be in public with this. But it's like a, I don't know, you know, but you do for the person, they do for you. Do you get what I'm saying? Okay, um, but like I said, somebody could have just been start manufacturing. Hmm. So what did they do? Because that's a good ass man right here to even attempt that with all these vultures and all these people around him. But it's still, maybe the person was just thinking to solidify something. Because this is not like a choice or whatever, guys. All these people choosing, they don't even have the rankings to do so. Like, you don't. You could pay all the money, but you don't have what it takes to make these particular decisions. They're foreign. They're not even supposed to be in this. So these is people that royal scared that you was gonna be the first brown and something was gonna come out about a queen or something having a child, and how would we explain that? We can't say a UFO came and gave this baby to the queen or something, or God came. They don't believe then or something like this. And so they could have hired all these people in the community to ruin me. And by the time they don't want to see this brown girl on this throne or just this fat girl or whatever, somebody that acts this way or this way or something. But again, that's their problem because I was supposed to be going through a whole different. I was supposed to be set apart from these people, not sitting in the midst of them being bullied and harassed and silently recorded and smited and all this other stuff. So it's kind of like, I don't know what y'all mad about, what you say or something like this, but at the end of the day, I'm about to walk. I don't care what you done seen about me. I'm about to, when God tell me roll out that carpet, I bet you I'll be walking up on it. If your body is under there, it don't matter to get where God is showing me where I'm going. So, mama, daddy, child, uncle, whoever, best friend, boyfriend of a lifetime, husband, it don't matter because this is bigger than what all of us or whatever this is. So, hmm. So this person might have known that something might not have been gonna work. Did you see his fist is balled up here? These could also be some of these angels that can't come back with their angel body, so they trying to get you to be with the person that they was last with or got consumed by, or because this person could have came. Somebody could have been around. Like something could have been immaculately happened between you and somebody that's like 30 minutes away, around the corner or something. But this person had to stay out of sight the whole time. But whoever this is that's walking away, they came back to work with these women to end this person or something and then still walk away from you so you don't have nobody. And then they regenerated something maybe in Texas. There could have been a father, or these people were moving from Illinois to Texas all this time for the past 40 something years, building something, thinking the Empress is going to come back there. But somebody's doing something weird. That's all. Weird science. And the real hierophant is made it gave this to this person just so they don't have to give it to me or whoever this is. And then now they're dealing with this person with the nine of swords. They're not being seen, and this nine of swords person is getting, or they can't take something, or I don't know, they're heartbroken. The three of swords was right there behind this. Somebody could also be trying to look mournful or something to get this person to do something for them, or you know how it is when a man stop caring about you and start caring about somebody else, but they still try to stick around you like a snake and take advantage of your blind spot. Because these people could have split me and this person, or not let this person meet me in this lifetime, but they're the enemies of mine is the same as his. And if he was with me, I could tell him that. But if he with them and they around me, we can't tell that to each other. Or somebody is mixing up the words before they get to this person. Say I'm putting my messages out. They got a person on their team that read, because I heard in this car these women or this woman that's saying that God said this, but God did not. Why are you going over telling these people, like on the intercom, like telling like a whole bunch of people something God said and God didn't say that, and I didn't say that. These women were about to get punished in the Bible. I don't know what verse it is, but I know for a fact that I read it in the Bible that people were going to be going over saying what God said and God did not say that. It could have been also be talking about false prophets or people that be like, God gonna do this, God, God, God. They got God in their mouth all the time on their tongue, but in their heart they saying something else, or they know that they dealing with something else, not God. They amping up something that's not God, or not the Holy Spirit to save their own ass. And they didn't even thought they thought because so long they've been doing, they didn't even really have to do that. So now they've been so busy attacking someone, they didn't even think this was not going to go the way that they thought it would go. Fire will come out of their mouths and will devour their enemies. Okay. This could be somebody wanting somebody to act a damn fool. Okay. But this could just be hot like fire. You're gonna. Hmm. But of course, these people are meeting up in secret rooms and yelling at each other. And on their channels, they're like, welcome back to the platform, everybody. Oh my God. Thank you for coming here. Such a nice day today. If somebody released the records of what this person be doing behind the scenes, but they want everything that I do to be on my channel and documented so you can try to play. You see what I'm saying? It's just too much for me. Mm-hmm. Mm. Let's see. We got the seventh trumpet. Somebody could be a trump or one of these trumpets. All right, y'all. There's some kind of war or battle here. It could be against the King of Cups. Yeah, this person could have took this man out so that this girl can sit. Like somebody's like, I'll give you my daughter. Give me your wife. And I'll give you my young daughter or something. And the person could have took the deal. And now they're seeing what this shit was all about. Your wife is just a high priestess or something. And now this person or your friend or your God or whatever, and they're figuring out, wait, somebody manipulated something, maybe. but somebody don't want you to not talk about this man and this child that's in reverse. Maybe more will come out later about this man and this child that's in reverse because of these people. Like this person could have trusted your family to go against, but that's why I don't trust people like that. If I seen you go against this, or if I seen you do like this, I could trust you this much. If I got a best friend and we've been best friends and we ain't never been in no arguments, we ain't got no problems, but I seen that you slept with a dude that I slept with, I could still look at you as my friend, but I just can't trust you around my nigga. Like that's, you know, um, something like that. Now I might could trust you around my husband for a short amount of time, but if I was just dealing with dudes or if I was single or something, I couldn't, no. And if anything were ever to come up where somebody would say something about, oh, I saw your friend with you, then I would have to question you there, because I'd be like, well, we wasn't married, we was all young and we was doing this and da 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 da. But I would never think as a friend that you would go that far. But I don't know, somebody could have. But it's hard for me because I register stuff immediately. Yeah, I could still be around you, but if it's something in me, I can't really see it like that, but I could see it like that. And so my feelings towards you didn't automatically already change that I even got to go there and look at it like that. Because I'm telling you, these people want to steal something from the king. This could be, oh, I got red beans and rice under my nail. Um, Something like this here. Because there could be a righteous son or a righteous one. This could also be creating distance between someone where they're, I can only see me, but these people could be hiding something else. I don't know. Shit, I don't have to be the energy. I'm just telling you what I'm picking up on, and I'm just standing in the grounds that I'm supposed to be standing on with the little information that I do have. So I know that if it was somebody else like this, they would be heavily attached to me. I wouldn't be sitting here having to go through tarot to find out what this person is saying, because they would be heavily attached to me if there was a son out here. Because it's almost like somebody want me to just let him have it, or let this person have it or something. I don't know. So this could also be the same energy. But something is getting blocked. All right, now let's go ahead and look at this here. We need a good deck of cards. Oh. Well, I really need my gold ones. Oh, we'll use these. Biblical, I like to try to stick. I use either my folklore one deck, because when we're reading the Bible, this one, because it's two decks mixed up in one, and it's a lot of cards. I could, keep pulling and pulling without having to get another deck. But when I'm in the Bible, I do like to use the Rider Waite, because these are the ones that are in the biblical text that I've discovered. Yeah, the Aquarius is in reverse. We got the Empress in the upright, and then we got the Fool. The Star. So maybe this Aquarius was trying to come between the Empress and the Fool. Whoever's supposed to be coming towards the Empress and be empowered with the Empress by or her by them or whatever this is, that person is just wandering around. They could be a wanderer. We got the White Emperor in reverse. This could be this on energy. Death. They could have ended this person's life. Okay. Because it's like, if there was a move that's supposed to be made, I would think I already would have got the right information. That's the problem. Because this is about something about confusing the language here. We got 21. This could be the Savage Energy Tower. Moon in reverse. Hold on. Okay, so we're just going to read the text and then we'll pull. Okay. The woman and the dragon. Oh, it's getting cold. So the woman and the dragon, and a great sign appeared in the heavens, a woman, clothed with the sun. So again, we could look at, we're going to use both of these because both of these have this like 12 little seeds here. Okay. And then we got the moon at the feet of the high priestess. But we also got the sun, since we're saying, okay, so we're trying to just narrow this down to who we talking about. All right. But we could see that this Empress is clothed with the sun. This person is clothed with the water, or the waters, or the ocean. And this person is clothed with the sun. And remember what I just told you? Look, these little pomegranate looking things or whatever. That's why I said this is the same thing here. It's almost like these are what's on this dress. These pods, these seed pods or something. So even if I say clothed with her clothing, okay. This could also be this necklace. Okay. This could even be, I'm seeing, I just seen two people in an intimate moment. Okay. Like this, like a man on top of a woman, like, you know, giving it to her. Okay. Somebody could be using that as an example. I'm just telling you how different nations or groups or associations and stuff like this, what kind of rituals they could be doing to make look like they're putting on this performance or this stunt or this ritual or something like this, as opposed to what we could really be talking about. My picture of me with Sekhmet that I put up, that could be looking like the woman clothed with the sun. Now, this could also be some eyes or something here on this person. Because they be like, why you saying that? Like, they mad because I'm like explaining something or breaking down something that they just spent the whole week or the whole year or the whole 10 years trying to say, on this day, we're going to do this. And the Empress can't know about it. And then they just did a ritual yesterday. Thousands of people seen this ritual. I wasn't there. I shouldn't know about it, but I'm talking about it in my read, and then somebody getting pissed off. Like, why did you just do that? Or you're ruining everything. But it's like, it's to show you that you're not in charge. I don't have to be tapped into your frequency and all this stuff to kind of see some of these things and bring to light, like, y'all lying or you manipulating something. Okay. So again, we could be talking about the Empress in this. So the great sign appeared in the heaven, because that picture that I took and I put next to that Sekhmet picture, my eyes, everything looked like fire. My eyes look like fire. The sun is shining on my face. This could also be somebody seen this in a live that I did before. This has happened where the sun came in at a certain moment and showed my face in a certain light or brilliance or something like this. Okay, no filter. All right. So this could be many different things. Okay, somebody keeps having to do these rituals over because something is not going right. All right. So the woman clothed with the sun, and the moon was under her feet. Now this looked like the moon here underneath her feet. Okay. And upon her head was a crown of 12 stars. So on her head is not a crown of 12 stars. It's just a pearl and two horns. This could also be Moses's daughter compared to God's the osmosis, reverse osmosis, something to do with water. Okay, and then we have this. Whew, shit. This could be this 1010 energy as well. Okay, but we clearly see that there's 12 stars on the Empress's on the Empress's crown. Now, is there somebody walking around with some shit on their head that look like this? No, maybe not. But there could be you could have a neural chip, or you could have some type of halo, or you could have some kind of something energetic pull, something around your head here. Okay, and there's 12 stars that's connected to you. These might be superstars. They're probably not going to be, B class. These are like superstars. This is giving me Hollywood even. Um, I don't like that they're above her head. Okay. There's a level of ascension that could be happening that somebody that's, I don't like this that they're on the head, but this could be, your essence or your radiance is shines through certain stars, or like I told y'all, you might be somebody that can associate with movies and stuff like this, and you might be like, yeah, you know I'm the, like in main things for like sitcoms, you have the annoying friend, like on Moesha, she had that girl Star Shar, whatever her name is, you know, um, things like this. And then I think she had the other girl, the Countess Vaughn girl, you know, people could see where they, resonate with somebody on the thing. Some people resonate with all the main characters. Okay. Now you have clothed with the sun, with the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars, and being with child. Okay. Now I'm noticing that this, I don't know if this is on there or this is something, but don't this look like, how it is, ladies, when you start lactating and you be like embarrassed somewhere with that damn wet stain on your boob. This kind of looks like that to me. Like some milk is seeping out. Okay. Um this could be even a oh, crying out. This could be even with somebody could actually be pregnant. Okay. This could be a seed that they're waiting, they're running around trying to see who should carry this seed when it was produced with a certain woman that's supposed to have it, but they would get a lot of power from it if somebody wants somebody powerless, okay? Or me, you, whoever this is. Okay. Yeah, or this is a business idea, you seen somebody stole it, okay? A song you wrote, somebody stole it. Something like this, okay? Okay, somebody could have been working on an album or something secretly and this getting out. Okay. Yeah, with anguish and delivery. This could also be, y'all came to my channel. If you go back and you look at a couple years ago, how nice and polite, even we was talking about bad things, how, it's still how upbeat and everything, and how I was dressed in those videos and things like this. Right? Compared to now. So this could be because it says 3 days or 3 years or something here. So there could have been, I feel that something is being birthed, but is being messed up by these people or whatever. That could just be somebody like, yeah, somebody did this or something like this. This could actually be somebody, like I said, delivering a child with naturally or something like this. Okay. Another sign was seen in heaven. Now we seen this owl earlier with the heaven, like the sky on it, open up in the chest after letting all that love out. Now it's empty. Okay. All right. She cried out in travail and was in anguish of delivery. And another sign was seen in the heaven. Behold, a great red dragon. Now this is making me think about the red dragon here, or the dragon of Wales. This could be me. Okay. This could be somebody else. This could also be this Miami energy or whoever this is of Wales. Now, I told you Wales is like I was looking up who are the people that protects the closest people to the queen that protects the queen, and it said the people of Wales. And then I was thinking about I was looking at the coat of arms for Pitts or Pitts. And then I noticed that it's got the black and white checker on some of it. That means like that's like footmen, that's like police. You know, back in the day, the police used to have those checkerboard things across their black leather police hat. You know, Billy Club, and then I start hearing Billy Club, all these little different things or whatever. So as above, so below. So the pits would be if Wales, if something happened where there was retaliation or revenge about Diana, okay, this was a clone made by Wales, okay, to be the queen. She felt like she had a hard time with these people, but imagine that. But there, she of Wales or something like this, right? And these people are still taking care of the queen, and they don't like when the queen, you know, whatever happened to this person, and they blaming the royal family. They don't like this. You know, these is the same people that this person come from that protect you. Okay. So again, the Pitts, if the Patricia girl, they trying to use this person instead of me because she's a Pitts. That's somebody like, let's find someone that's like us. Okay. Let's end this person. Okay. This royal, and let's get one of Wales or something like this in. Okay. Even though I know Wales maybe don't have nothing to do with who is that? Well, I don't have I'm using this phone right now, so I can't look at it. The red dragon that I pulled last night, but it actually could. Okay, you have to be. I look at words differently. I move the words around like a puzzle or something like this. The way that I see something, I feel like a word person can do this. All right, because something had an origins. Then just like my last name, it changed from Breton to Bruton to, do you get what I'm saying? It changes over time, all right, over the centuries or whatever. So again, let's look at this. And it says, the red dragon having 7 heads and horns, upon his head 7 diadems. Democrats. Let's see. Oh, snap. Hold on. We got black birds, ravens. Okay, the 8 ravens feed Elijah, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's pigeons, or maybe it's like little baby hawks. Because I think the card we had the other day was that this says First Kings 17 and 6. So I don't know if you're getting something from this. Don't go there. This is you. I would go there to see what they say in First Kings 17 and 6 through 6. 17 and 6. But I would not stop there. I would examine what it says there and see where else in the Bible something similar is being said, because it might be there. Okay. Because this one to come out in the reverse. Okay. Somebody's name could even be Raven, and somebody's name could be Elijah. Okay. Um, let's see. And then again, we have 2. There's 2 people that was going to be left with some type of information or something here, right? Or I keep hearing take care of these 2 worlds, okay? The 2 great missionaries. So again, it may not be these 2 that gave this information either. It could have been 2 other great missionaries, and somebody could be trying to take the credit by hijacking or cyber jacking somebody's intel. Let's see. Those quails. 9 quails with manna. Again, the birds are not to be trusted right now. The bird girls, bird men, bird lady, bird boy. It's just not. We got the 7 colors in the sky over the eagle's head. Remember, I told y'all this sign was yesterday, temple number 7 in reverse, because really there's a deeply rooted something with Islam about the gay energy here. Why this is operating with number 7. There could be finding that there's a lot of gay people in Islam. Okay. The silencing and cover of the women was some kind of something else. Because I feel like this is a group of people that's like, can we trust you to keep our secret? That, and I don't know, why would you do that? Why are you doing that? Just like you asking God, like, what do you ask? You ask forgiveness for God, or are you saying you just don't want people to know because it's going to tear something apart? And then how is this thing benefiting me? For me to not see, I can't not give the messages as they come. I can't, there's no stopper here. There's no plug. So don't even come over here. So we got the 7 colors in the sky. Genesis 9 and 13 is in reverse. Um, this could be again the LGBTQ and them community in general trying to raise itself above the throne of God or the Empress. And then we got Jesus with the open door policy. This is somebody finding out like you married and then you killed a person. They say, I'm going to tell your wife and you kill him. Or somebody find you about to come out or you scared to come out. First of all, so you kill somebody because they're about to tell that you gay and you didn't want to come out. It's like people got to get you got to work on yourself then or something like this. Don't be bringing that shit over to nobody else. Yeah, Noah's Ark is here. I just wanted one card and we're not getting it, y'all. The vine and branches. So this is not the divine, but this is the vine. Something that's actually still growing in Queen Esther. So this is stuff that's still on the vine, still wanting to be nurtured by the home, like the artery or the something of whatever the original source is. This is source energy. These are they're not grapes that fell. The big cluster fell on the ground, or somebody plucked them already and been manipulating and handling them, or putting them in the grocery store, sending them to another country. There's something growing here from source that's still on there. It's still waiting to get ripe or ready. Another sign is seen in heaven. The great dragon with the see, but the Empress could be, then we could try to kind of look at this then. Because look, don't just kind of look like, if you look at this and you look at it up here, this is also giving me like a Asian or Chinese dragon from like a festival. The big long, kind of like this dragons that they be having in their festivals. Also, this red thing, it kind of look like a dragon upside down, something like this. Okay. And it says, behold. Now, again, I wonder about this. Because this is the sky or water, you could say possibly. Okay, a great red dragon having 7 heads, 10 horns upon his. It's saying it's a his. So somebody could be a transgender. All right. His head was 7 diadems, and his tail was dragging along the third part of the stars of the heaven. Even looking at this here, there's like a key, there's something here. I wish I had my magnifying glass. There's a building or something here. This grid. Shadow energy here. Oh. Hold on. Oh. Mm, see, look at this. It is his stripes. It says something about what Jesus is his stripes that let them get free. So that's why I said some people could be saying that you always take the fall for these crimes. Why you don't want to do it now? But this ain't even you, or this is something in your likeness, or this is something that somebody can control, or something. They not trying to take what God said this time. I did something new. They don't want to face me. You still want to try to take an old clone or something and lock it up and then put my name attached to it or something like this. And that's a no. It's time for these people to pay for something. And this is treason anyways, because this is your best friend and your boyfriend or your best friends and your mom. What the fuck why would they be closer than to each other than you unless they already were and your whole life was a setup? And it just proves what I said. And how would this person know? I'm not no stupid person that just keep people around that hurt me, or some man is going to keep doing something that I can see him doing. And then, yeah, we also see there go the son with stripes on that boot too. Stripes on the back of these clothes. There's stripes on this thing here. But I'm also getting this still like Santa Claus in the middle there. Or like one of them things at the fair that be having that shaggy stuff around them. And then it's that cloth with that funny smiley clown face. It's giving me something like that too. But hold on. We're getting there. I'm trying to, something just came to mind. Here she goes. Esther and the actual vine or the branches. See this part, okay? And his tail was dragging along the third parts of the stars of heaven, and it dashed them to earth. Why though? Does this give me like a banner? Somebody's name could be Banner or Bannon or ban. It's a lot about banning things or banning something. But this kind of look like a snake, or it kind of look like a dodo bird's head or something. There's a fish here with like a little bonnet on her head talking to this lady. There's stripes on here as well. And then there's the blood down here. You see it at the bottom? Dash. Remember I said dash or dashian or dash? Something about dash. And the dragon stood before the woman who was brought to bring, who was, okay, before the woman who was about to bring forth that when she had, what? Because what did I say last night? I said somebody, with this part right here, somebody got this thing, and then the high priestess was in reverse, and then they're messing with time, is what I'm hearing. And they brought this forth to this high priestess in reverse, now that this person was like down in Vegas or something. But it's something that which they had. Because like somebody's been with people in a spotlight or elevated status, but it was just your essence with a vessel or a vehicle. It is not you. It's like there I am into TV, because somebody actually is something of heaven more than likely. Confirmation. But I don't know. It dashed them to earth. I was also hearing like this could have something even to do with Young Thug or whatever being in jail or something, like whatever happened, like when he first, because I was doing videos around that time too, and I think we was incorporating some of that stuff. Okay. Um, Yeah, with this, I'm about to say Tyler Perry. With this Harry Potter here, we got little in reverse. This could be something, a little branch of something. No, somebody's going to stick with the source. Because I feel like there's a branch of some children or people that they took or something. We got this water energy, and this little is in reverse. Whatever they build it up here, whatever they got from these women that was being trafficked out of Rosemont and stuff like this, these children or something, something ain't right. We got the book here or the word, okay? Um, and then we got the crossroads, so you don't be lonely. How many people is in bone? 5? So I don't know. Something could be symbolic about that too. Okay. Geez. Okay. So she's appeared with this cove with the sun. But remember, we just got that somebody is not the sun, though. That's what I'm trying to figure